Alright, now you've seen us make both orange and sesame chicken on this channel, but we got one left to make. It's General Tso's, now let's hop into it. Of course, we gotta talk about chicken. So you're gonna need 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, remove any excess fat on them, and then you're gonna cut into bite-sized pieces. Now we have to marinate the chicken, so we're gonna take 1 egg white and you're gonna whisk it until it's nice and frothy. Then we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons Shaoxing wine, and 2 tablespoons of vodka, and then give it a mix. It's the exact same recipe as my orange and sesame chicken video, so we're gonna have this and then set it aside. Now back to the main bowl, we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then you're going to stir that around until no clumps remain and it's a thick mixture. Then add all your chicken and give it a mix until it's fully coated. Now you should at least do this a few hours before you're going to cook, but it's best left refrigerated overnight, and every once in a while I like to mix it around just so everything stays evenly coated. On the day we're actually ready to fry, that's when we're going to prep our veg and sauce. So we're going to start with 2 garlic cloves, and we're looking for a fine mince here. Then we're going to take 1 green onion, slice all the way up to the light green part, and we're going to mince as well. We're also going to need 6 to 8 small green onions that are going to be cut into 1-inch segments all the way up to the light green part. This is going to go in with the chicken at the end when we're ready to serve. Now it's the little things that are going to make this sauce taste so good compared to takeout, and one of those is going to be a 1/2-inch segment of ginger, and we're going to mince this up. As you may know, General Tso's has a touch of heat, and we're going to get that through using dried arbol chilies. Now you can also use red pepper flake or some other chilies. I'll leave them down in the description below. Finally, and optional for garnish, I'm chopping up some chives. You could also use green onion. For the sauce, we're going to take 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons dark soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and you're going to stir together until no clumps remain. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons Shaoxing wine, 2 tablespoons white vinegar, 3 tablespoons of a low sodium chicken stock, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, and a 1/4 cup white sugar, and you're going to stir until the sugars dissolve. Now moving on to the dry coating, we're going to need a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of cornstarch, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and you're going to stir until well combined. So you remember that reserved marinade we kept in the fridge? That's actually going to go into this coating now, and then we're going to mix around. It's going to create some clumps which will get extra crispy. For the coating process, there's nothing too crazy here. We just want to make sure that we're doing this in a timely manner and not too long before we actually start to fry. So you're going to take your chicken from your marinade, drop it into your flour mixture, make sure that no bare pieces remain, and then put it on a separate tray. To fry, we're going to take a large wok or a pot and bring some vegetable oil to about 350 degrees, and then we're going to drop in our chicken. I like to do about 5 or 6 pieces at a time. We don't want to overfill it, as we want to keep that oil nice and hot so that chicken can get golden and crispy. The overall cooking time should be somewhere around 4 minutes, and once done, make sure you lift that chicken up, drain it a little bit, and put it on paper towel, and don't crowd it, as we want that excess oil to drain off. Once you're done frying, we're going to take a large pan and over medium heat add in some peanut oil and then your minced garlic, green onion, and ginger. You're going to cook for 30 seconds, and then we're going to add in our chilies. I'm using about 8 of them. You're going to stir and cook for another minute or so until you get some color and flavor. Then we're going to add in our sauce. Now this is going to thicken up very quickly, so once it starts to simmer a little bit and gets this thick consistency, you're going to kill the heat, and then we're going to add in all of our chicken. So it's going to look like a lot at first, but this sauce does a really good job at coating this chicken. So once you're all loaded up, take a rubber spatula, and then we're going to stir until all that chicken is fully coated. I want no bare pieces. It's at this point that we're going to add in our green onion segments, and you're going to stir around until these are coated as well, and then now you're ready to serve. Of course, you know we got to pair this with some white rice, so I'm making sure that we have plenty of spoonfuls there, and then we're going to add in our chicken. I like to make sure I get some of that green onion, and you got to put a couple chilies on there, right? Finally, just garnish it up with that sliced chive or green onion, and there you have it, General Tso's chicken from Kenji López-Alt. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.